Details. A 64-year-old woman with a mental health condition in Livingstone in Southern Province is nursing a serious wound on her right hand after she was beaten by an unknown man who allegedly wanted to rape her. Winfrida Munyandi, who has been staying in one of the old abandoned police houses for 4 years, says on that particular day a man came knocking at night demanding for a baby from her, and when she refused to open the door, he forced himself into the house. The Old Drift Initiative Executive Director David Katembo has called on stakeholders to take an interest in the plight of women with mental health conditions who are neglected. We have details in this report.
Abantu abayisa inoshita n'abafula sana lefe balekita bambi bala n'obwalo bambi bala pepe fyamba elo bambi balwele bamutima kutina isa afwa.
She narrates how an unknown man forced himself in a house she occupies and wanted to take advantage of her because of her condition. This is 64-year-old Winfrida Munyandi with a mental health condition who has been staying in one of the deserted houses in Livingstone's old police camp for 4 years now. Miss Munyandi explains that on the material day, an unknown man visited her at night and started knocking on the door while shouting, demanding for a baby from her. Gripped with fear, she could not open the door, and after a long time of knocking, the man pushed the door and got into the house, where he tried to force himself on Miss Munyandi. In the process of freeing herself from the hands of the man, Miss Munyandi was beaten on her right hand and leg, leaving her in terrible pain.
Zekula wanitengera baby atine nga baby nasenda ndemtwala kuisa eko ndemtwala elo nalikota kale abati yo zegula do wanitengera baby ine nakana nipamene nomba bazekula mulasi nipamene boserera nomba kuti she banafika nikuniluma na banafika nikuniluma 3 times.
Due to lack of medical treatment, the wound has grown as her hand has become swollen. Miss Munyandi says after opening up to some neighbors about the incident, they took her to the clinic but does not want to go back to get further treatment as she fears that her hand might be amputated.
Okay. So my father
mukwayicha wa mapakiringi pamyeso ngana afika epo banensambira pandife basambira pakiringi na kuchipatala okwa kuti abakashana balelandana nabalumendo nachishu patata weso.
Charity Sikopwe is a neighbor who usually takes care of Miss Munyandi after learning about what happened.
Tinapeza chati babale pinga tinabwata bwela tabata wafunsa tawana chesi baonika kai bakaoneka mama niposha bachariti baboyi na mabaitana so chababa baboyi munishani baboyi acha wino munishani hebo ngati wanaoka sasa wanaoneka so na bwana nkala nga papa ne bona bafana mama kungopita na pena na pachani paja msista nga banza cha badwala baje ndemo mena bwela na bwelera na bona baona nati baboyi nishi atikuli wamenzo funa onire pinga bana bwela bakashana na banyamata so banani gwira so.
And David Katembo, an executive director of Old Drift Initiative, an organization that takes care of persons with mental health conditions, is concerned with Ms. Munyandi's situation and has called on stakeholders to join hands to come to her aid.
People have been coming, taking advantage of her mental illness to come and have sex with her without permission. For us, we are saying this shouldn't be a thing of the past. Okay, so now we are calling upon stakeholders, NGOs and other women movements to come and help people like her. A woman should not be neglected in the street. Under what circumstance? Why? Because she's at risk of a lot of abuses as compared to a man.
Livingstone's old police camp has more than 10 deserted houses, and if nothing is done, the houses can be dens of criminal activities. Michael Himosa Jr., Prime TV News in Livingstone, Southern Province.